Yerr. What up, everybody? Welcome to the Fragrance Plug, episode 16, I think this is. Your source for all things scent. I am your host, Maurice. We have a packed out show today, man. Let's get into it. Hope y'all are having a great day, man. Go ahead and drop those into the days as y'all make y'all way into the chat. Make sure you hit a like button for the YouTube algorithm. It greatly supports the channel. Send of the day. Make sure y'all drop those send of the days, man. Today, at least for the first part, we was rocking out with Shaheen Gold. This is an amazing fragrance. A lot of fig, a lot of pineapple, extremely bright. You have to enjoy those pineapple, fig, slightly green complexion style fragrances. That's very much so what that one is. Extremely beautiful, man. In my eyes, this could be a Max 30, and then the presentation alone, just within itself, is absolutely dope. Nice cap and everything. Yeah. It's been good, man. Hope y'all have been having a great week. Hit the gym yesterday, man. I think I might have messed up my groin yesterday on the cool. I was doing front squats, and I was going for my max. Bro, I did 225 for the first time on front squats. Bruh. I think I might have messed up something in my left thigh. But anyway, let's get into it, man. Today, we don't have anything for the daily drop. There is a new Latapa, but I'm going to discuss that a little bit tomorrow. I need to try to check a little bit more information about that one. So we will be discussing that tomorrow. But as far as today goes, there is a new fragrance shop in Fort Worth that we will be discussing. I do have a vlog that's going to be dropping on that today, so y'all will be seeing that one. I think that's going to be coming out around 3 or 4 o'clock, so that one is going to be posted up. Also, got a new first impression, man. We're going to talk about Veneno. Yeah, man, we're going to tap into Veneno from French Avenue. And matter of fact, give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. I gotta go. I gotta do one thing real quick. It's gonna be less than a minute. My bad. We back in here. Okay, so back to what I was saying. New fragrance shop in DFW that we will be tapping into. New fragrance, Veneno from French Avenue. We will be tapping into that as well. First impression, yes, it's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to that one. I also have 7 fall must-have fragrances. All budget friendly. They're all affordable. I think every single one of these is going to be under $40. Without the occasion of one might be around 50, but other than that, everything is going to be under 40 bucks. CalCologne almost took a fake trade. We will be discussing that, going over the pros and cons of trading fragrances and kind of what to look out for. That way you can make sure that you get a safe trade and not try to get swung over on a couple of trades. So we will be discussing that also. And then we're going to play a little game, man. 3 fragrances or 3 brands, 3 lifers. So we basically have 3 fragrance brands that we're going to be discussing, and we're going to be choosing 3 fragrances from those brands that we would keep for life. We're going to play that game at the end. But first, let's go ahead and tap into this DFW shop. And let's do this first impression over this Veneno by French Avenue. Now, first things first, I'm not going to talk too much because y'all are going to see the vlog later on today. But this store is located off of Harry Hines. I will have the address in the video, so you will see the address. It's going to be in there for sure. And this shop is dope, man. I ain't going to lie. They had a huge selection. Originally, I went in there to get Hawaii's Tropical and the Rare Reef by Offline. I went in there to get those 2, bro. They were sold out. But anything else they had everything in there, fam. You will see from the Vulcan Foy, they had a lot of French Avenues. They had a lot of Rasasis. They had a lot of Offlines. I'm talking about Middle Eastern fragrances. They have it loaded. Now, the one thing about this shop is this. They're wholesale online, but in person, they do sell in person. So, in the video, you will see I do have a discount code for y'all also. When you go into the store, and you will see it on the video, when you go into the store, all you have to do is let them know plug 5, and they'll get you a discount on any fragrance that you get in there. All you have to do is let them know plug 5, and you get that in-store discount. And they do have great prices. Like a lot of their Latapa fragrances were starting at $19.99. So that's a good thing right there. And they're open box, so you can go in there and smell a couple of them. They have a couple of course, they got new ones as well, but you can go in there and smell majority of the fragrances if this is going to be your first time trying them. Huge selection. I'm talking about Paris Corner. They had so much in there. Just wait till you see the vlog. If you got overwhelmed at the last store we went to, you will definitely get overwhelmed at this store because this is packed. And the more that you get, the cheaper the more that you get, the more of a discount you get because they do things in a wholesale manner. So if you get one, it's like for this right here, I bought this one with tax. It was $53 with tax in store. Online is going from anywhere to 50 to 65. So to me, that was a good pickup. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and get into it. I ain't even ripped the paper off of this yet. Scent of the day. I see you down there, Will. What's up, fam? I appreciate you for stopping by. Scent of the day, Dawn. Scents in real life. What up, G? Fragrance One Office. Okay, you got that Jeremy fragrance on today. I see you. I see you, fam. We about to tap into this Veneno by French Avenue real quick. Now look, it's my first time. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. French Avenue right now might have the game on lock when it comes to like presentations and what you get. And I think, yeah, it opens up like this. Jeez, come on, baby. Talk to me now. Talk to me. Hold on, let me check out, make sure ain't nothing come. Yeah, this is nice. I'm rocking with this presentation all the way. I'm gonna have to put that to the side. And then let's tap into this bottle. Absolutely beautiful, fam. I love the black and gold. I love the snakes on the front. For some reason, that's a very nice showing. You can kind of see the juice right there. So it does have like a little bit of an amber honey hue to it. Yeah. Let's tap into it, man. Let's tap into the fragrance itself. Now, I did sample this in store. I'm not even going to hold you. It did remind me of a fragrance that I already have that I absolutely love. Y'all have heard me talk about that one before also. Boy. Oh my gosh, fam. Look, this is going to be perfect for the fall. This is going to be perfect for the fall. And honestly, I know that this is my first impression. I might have to change up my list a little bit, man. I might have to. Because this is my type of fragrance. If y'all heard me talk about Mashaba from Latafa, the apple shisha fragrance, this is literally, Veneno is literally coming off exactly like that. A beautiful apple presence that you do get in the opening with this one. Extremely nice. Now, I'm not sure if shisha is in this one, but it definitely does maintain that shisha smoke combination, that incense smoke. Like you will think of like a hookah lounge when you smell this fragrance. So if that's not something that you're interested in, then I can understand. But if you're down with those incense smells, the fruits, because there is a lot of apple in this, then this is going to be one that you can definitely enjoy, fam. Definitely enjoy. I don't even think I got nothing on this wrist yet, so I'm about to spray this on skin. And please, I don't know which one I would take off initial impression as far as this one or Mashaba. The one thing I can say, just from what I've noticed from the first impression, was that Mashaba, shit, bruh. See, on skin, you get you get the apple out loud. You get the apple, you get that little bit of shisha smell, you get the incense, you get a lot of that. But on skin, fam, on skin, that apple is really coming off like a green apple Jolly Rancher. Oh my gosh. My mouth got just like, this is a beautiful fragrance. This is beautiful. And one of the main reasons why I like this one is not only because of the smell, but this one is extremely unique. Extremely unique. This fragrance has a lot of elegance to it. Like definitely something that feels a little bit more of an upscale, like a hookah lounge type of fragrance. Like it's very upscale in a way. This is nice. Now I'm not seeing this as being the most versatile fragrance, because I don't know if this one will be able to get away at work with how this is coming off. But as far as a scent on its own, bro, that apple is there, fam. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, man. This is my type of fragrance too. And again, y'all know I'm a big fan of those apples. So maybe that might be why. But again, that shisha smoke is just, that incense smoke is just adding something different to it. Now, honestly, outside of those two, I'm not really getting much else. I'm getting the apple. I'm getting some incense. I'm getting a slight bit of tobacco. Now, there is like this, and that tobacco is coming out very much so like a wet tobacco style. With like, it's extremely moist. Like, this fragrance is, everything about it is just extremely moist. This is a banger fragrance, man. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot, fam. This is my speed. This is my type of speed. And again, even with it coming off like Masha Bar, very much so like Masha Bar, this one might be a lot more juicier than Masha Bar. Where Masha Bar focuses really on the incense, the smoke. I think Masha Bar actually has shisha in it. So it does have a little bit of a darkness to it. Whereas Veneno is coming off much more like a bright, fruity, but still smoky. It's not getting that same dark facet that you get in Masha Bar. Masha Bar also comes off a little bit more thick, whereas Veneno is just really just moist. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's extremely mouth-watering fragrance. This shit is beautiful, man. This shit is beautiful. I might have to change up my list. The way this apple is just popping off my skin right now. Yeah, fam. Incense pop off my skin for some reason. Hey, why is it that color? Hold on. Why is it that color, though? Oh, hold on. I don't like that color. All right, cool. We can keep it like that. There we go. All right, there we go. Incense pop off my skin for some reason. Same, Will. Same, fam. I'm right there with you. Yes, sir. I haven't chosen my scent of the day yet. What up? Colossus. What's good, everybody? Yeah, shout out to the fam. But yeah, right now, I like this. This is a hit. Veneno is an absolute hit to me. And again, I picked this one up for $53, including tax, at the new fragrance shop. You will be seeing it. Vlog will be dropping today. So, yeah, you'll be seeing everything that this store has to offer. But let me know what y'all think. Have y'all gotten y'all hands on Veneno? And if you haven't, like, what does that apple smoke, a very incensey, like, what is that type of fragrance? How does that come off to you? Like, how does it sound? Does it sound like something that'll work with your skin? Because for me, this is a blind buy, or blinding. Yeah, this was a blind buy for sure. And Masha Bar was a blind buy also. And just getting both of those and trying that smoke, that shisha. Yeah. Now, the one thing I'll say that'll even amp this is if it can get like some type of vanilla in the dry down, some type of sweetness. The one thing I also am missing with this one is, I don't know, personally, I'm not getting too much of a warmth, like some ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, like some type of spices would be dope with this also. I think it's in there, but it's not one of the prevalent notes. Like, it's really just a lot of smoke, a lot of apple, a juicy apple at that, incense, maybe even some tobacco, but yeah, it's very much so like that. This is a beautiful fragrance, man. This is a beautiful fragrance. I would advise, if you can get this one, check it out. If you're in the DFW area, you're definitely going to want to see the vlog from that's going to be dropping today. That way you can get the address and let them know the plug sent you. Plug 5 gets you an in-store discount at the store. So $19 for La Tapa fragrances in store plus the discount. Yeah, you're going to save a lot of money there. You are going to save a lot of money there. So let's switch over now. Now I want to pivot and I want to talk about, well, first let's tap into the chat real quick. Let's see what's going on. I need y'all thoughts. I need y'all thoughts and opinions on what y'all think about Veneno. If you've gotten your hands on it, if you haven't, I'm gonna let this sit on my skin for a little bit and see how it transitions. But right now, the apple, smoke, incense, and tobacco, hey, it's like that. It's like that. I'm rocking with it heavy. Now, oh shit, my glass. Now let's tap into, boom, I want to go over 7 fall affordable bangers. Now, I made sure that on this list, I made sure to put different fragrances, not the same things that I've normally been putting up there. I made sure that some of these, a lot of these are newer. Some of these y'all haven't heard about. Some of these I just think will be great for the summer, for the fall. But they're all affordable. They're all under 40 bucks. Let's get into it. If it's Marsha Bar, I'm sure I'll like it. Yeah, it's very much so like Marsha Bar, just like a juicier apple. It's a beautiful fragrance, fam. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All right, let's tap into it. The first fragrance on the list. Again, the only requirement for this was that we wanted all of these fragrances to be BOB safe. I think outside of one, because it's a recent release, that one is over like around 50. The rest of them are under 40. Let's go ahead and tap into the first one. And this one, yeah. What's good, Graham? I see you making your way down in the chat. What's good, fam? I appreciate you for stopping by. Always. Now, the first one, let me move this box out the way. The first one is going to be Kayed. No, I'm so sorry. I got that one over there. Badalud, Honor, and Glory. This is going to be the first one, bro. I've been letting this sit and macerate for a little while, just sitting there. And oh my gosh, man. It's gotten so much better. So much better. Still has that warm spice in the opening. Very spicy. A lot of that. But it also has like that very nice creme brulee. And one of the things that I can say about this one is with how long it's been sitting. Because I've truly been letting this one sit. I don't think I've sprayed this one since January. Because even at that time, it wasn't really giving me the that I was looking for. Like, I wasn't getting that wow factor. I wasn't getting what I was looking for, what I was expecting, especially from this line. Because most fragrances from the Badalud line come out very dark. You got Amethyst, comes off very bright. Well, not bright, but dark with some floral, of course. Oud for Glory is extremely dark. A lot of oud. It's like that. This one right here kind of took a different take on that whole DNA with that creme brulee and that little bit of warm spice that you get in the opening. Slight freshness cues, but it's mostly going to be that creme brulee with some warm spice. Now that this fragrance has been sitting, this is one that I can't wait to pull out. Definitely going to be one that I more so wear for the daytime. Probably won't wear it for night. Maybe day to evening, but not really a date night fragrance because I think there'll be too much. I have too many options for that. But as far as a daytime fragrance, something for brunch or just something out and about throughout the day in the fall, absolutely. I would say might need to be a little bit more older for this one, like 25 plus. I don't know if I can see a younger guy rocking this one. Damn, this table is packed. Oh, I got a lot of shit. Okay, because we got a lot of fragrances to go over. All right. So that's going to be the first one. Santana, what's good, brother? Scent of the day, Latafa Art of Universe layer with Hawaii's Ice. You weren't lying. Smells awesome. Hey, fam. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Understand, one thing that I'm learning right now between Art of Universe and Terrat Electrique, I'm really liking Art of Universe as its own fragrance. And I'm much more so enjoying Art of Universe as a fragrance for layering. Terrat Electrique is much more so the fragrance that I like for its solo purposes. Let me say that. Another fragrance that we could put on that list, and this one, recent release, but man, it took me a while to get used to it. It definitely took me a while to come around to this one because I was still trying to understand it. But now that I get it a little bit better, Hawaii's Fire can definitely go on that list. Hawaii's Fire can definitely go on that list. A lot of aromatics. And I think one of the things that really tripped me out with Hawaii's Fire is it has like a very bright aromatic side to it. So you get a huge dose of aromatics, but it also comes off slightly floral. But that's not the main thing that was confusing me. One of the things that was really getting me with this fragrance is somewhere in there you can tell that it has an aquatic sense. But it's not like a typical blue aquatic. Like this one is very refined. And to me, this one is extremely upscale. This is a unique fragrance though. It's not mass appealing at all. This one I wouldn't recommend blind buying. Where majority or most, am I muted? Hey, give me a 1 in the chat if everything is good. Please let me know. Give me a 1 in the chat if everything is good. Hold up. Oh, nah, I can see. I'm good on my end. That might be on you. I can hear it on my end. I just checked. But, yeah, Hawaii's Fire is a great fragrance for the fall. My only thing is, again, it's not the most mass appealing. I wouldn't advise blind buying this one, unlike some of the other fragrances in the Hawaii's, from the Hawaii's Versace line. But if you can rock with that DNA, again, the florals, if you can rock with those aromatics, if you can rock with that strange sense on how they do the aquatic feature in this one, then this one will be an absolute banger to walk around with and have in your collection for the fall. Again, I would advise sampling it first. Just don't try to blind buy it. That's my only thing. But once you do come around to it, you do start to enjoy those aromatics, and then whatever floral accord that is, it definitely comes off like a white floral, but whatever they used in that plus that aquatic sense really does shine as it starts to transition. Woody dry down, extremely nice in my opinion. That's the second one. Okay, cool. You good, Graham? I just wanted to make sure everything was good with the audio. Just wanted to make sure that everything was good with the audio. Glad we good there. Now this next one is going to be coming from Anfar, and I keep telling y'all, Anfar might be one of the most underrated fragrance brands that we don't talk about. Like, we really have to talk about this one because they have 3 of them from their line, and I told y'all about Fuko, the one that comes off like a spicy Blue de Chanel fragrance. But when you get into Shaba, I think it's called Sabia, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. Sabbia. This one right here is absolutely amazing, fam. I like this one a lot, man. You get a lot of passion fruit in this one. It has a very nice fruity opening, but it also has a lot of oud with this one as well. So you're gonna get a nice fruit, but the passion fruit is going to, or a fruit concoction, but the passion fruit is going to be the main star in this one. Pressurized atomizer. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is another one that's very unique. It has a slight oriental take to it also. So you do have to be a fan of the oriental spices. Mostly like the earthy spices. It's going to be around that saffron. It's going to be around that vein of things. Hold on, what was that in the chat? I get 2 compliments every time I wear it, man. Look, hey, you must be talking about that combo. That combo is like that. That combo is definitely like that. But going back to Shaba, you have a very nice passion fruit in it. So it does have a very nice spicy fruity opening. More so going to be the passion fruit and the fruits than it is the spices. But the spices plays a nice backdrop in it. Once it starts to transition, you start to get a little bit more of the rose accord because it does have a nice floral take to it. So that passion fruit, if you're not the biggest fan of the fruit, it does dial down a little bit and starts to come into a little bit more of a fruity spicy mix that's very much so balanced, where the rose is becoming more present at the time. It's a beautiful fragrance. I think the main thing with this one is, again, the spicy oriental take that it has in the middle, in the opening, can be off-putting for some. But once you get past that, it's easy to love this one. Passion fruit, rose, vanilla in the dry down. This one is extremely nice. And this is another one that is BOB safe. You can pick this one up for under $40 on Joman Shop. I think it's around that $30 price range. Absolute banger in my personal opinion. I got 3 of them from the line. All of them that look like that. I think they only have 3, and I have every single one of them. It is nice. What up, bomb fragrances? I see you in the building, fam. Yeah, I got the green bottle too. Yeah, that was nice. That one kind of, if I'm correct, that one kind of gives me like slight soapy, like somewhat imagination, like somewhere in that type of vibes. Like it's a dope. It's like LV. It's an amazing fragrance in my personal opinion. The next fragrance that would be great for the fall, regardless of how I feel about the original one, 9 p.m. Rebel. This is an absolute beautiful fragrance, man. Can it be slightly redundant? Yeah, you can think about it that way. But the more you start to think about it, and the more I start to wear this one, the more I start to see that Baccarat and Absolute, Aventus Absolute combination that they give off. Because the spices is there. The spices is there. The fruits is there. That's very prevalent. So you're going to be getting a good dosage of that. But I just gotta admit, it doesn't do the same. It doesn't do the same as Cahiers d'Alpha, but it reminds you a lot of that. The more you start to spend time with this one, the more you start to appreciate the fact that they were able to blend two great fragrances together, bringing in that spicy, somewhat candiness that you get in that BR 540 with like that green, masculine, pineapple side that comes with like an Aventus Absolute, mossy. Yeah, man, it brings a lot to it. It brings a lot to it. It brings a lot to it. I know that I said that I wouldn't. I don't think I said that I would buy this one again if I had the option. But that does not take away from the fact that this is a great fragrance. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to spend some time with this one and Cahiers d'Alpha a little bit more. But I've really been challenging myself by trying certain fragrances and nights and revisiting them. That's one that I continue to have to revisit because it continues to stand out. Moving into the next fragrance. Great fragrance for the fall is going to be Mashallah. I know we talked about Veneno, but look, if you like apple fragrances, if you like shisha, if you like smoke, this is going to be the one for you. Especially if you like the darker facets of fragrance. Because out of this and Veneno, this one is going to lean a little bit more darker, but it plays on that apple, that tobacco, that shisha smoke beautifully in my eyes. This is an absolute banger. You can pick this one up at the right stores also. The next one is going to be from the House of Lattafa, Shahar. This is absolute beautiful. Now, this one can be redundant, especially if you already have Camera, and if you have most of the Cameras. This will be somewhat redundant because it is going to play off that warm, spicy, and vanilla combination. Very sweet in the transition, but mostly in the opening, it's going to be a lot of spices. Warm spices, nutmeg is going to be playing on that type of combination while transitioning to like a little bit of a boozy vanilla. Very nice, but to me, this one is, I'm not going to say better than Camera because it doesn't have the projection, the performance, things like that. But it dials down some of that sweetness for those that aren't the biggest fan of like that boozy sweetness that you get in Camera. This one dials it down a lot. So Shahari is definitely going to be a nice alternative going into the fall, especially if you're trying to find something that's like date night. And then last but not least, Khanjal Island. Yeah, let's throw this one in the list as well, man. The more I smell this one, and this is another one kind of like 9 p.m. Rebel where I had to revisit. Wasn't a big fan of it, but again, I'm not the biggest fan of that like Le Parfum DNA to begin with. So, but the more I smell it, the more it starts to shine. First of all, this fragrance lasts all day. So you really don't have to worry about performance when it comes to this. This fragrance projects, pushes everything. For me, it's the coconut. But the more I wear it, the more I start to enjoy it. And the more I wear it, the more I find layering combinations to go with this. That is the thing. I tried this in Hawaii's Ice the other day. Oh, my gosh, fam. Y'all know I don't like coconut, but the way the coconut was mixing together with like that salty aquatic nature and then those fruits that just shine, that like crispness that you get in Hawaii's Ice. Yeah, the way it was mixing with Khanjal Island, try this. Try this if you single. Don't try this if you in a relationship. Try that combination if you single. I don't need nobody getting in trouble because of this. But those are going to be my 7 fragrances right there. All affordable, all under 40 bucks. Might have had one that was around that 50 price with 9 p.m. Rebel just because of it being still a relatively new fragrance. So that might be the most expensive one out of all of them. But those right there, that's my list. I'm rocking with those. That's my list. The Island one, I tried to get a free sample off TikTok this week. Hey, man, there you go. I hope you got it. It's a nice fragrance. If y'all in the DFW, y'all can go check out that shop. The one I told y'all about, they got the $20. They got it in there. You can definitely sample it in there. Bo, what up, fam? Appreciate you. catch you on the live. Gotta head out. Keep doing big things, brother. Hey, salute to you, fam. I greatly appreciate you for stopping by. Much love right there. Fire is one of my most complimented fragrances. That's good to hear, man. I'm still, like I said, I'm working myself back into that Hawaii's Fire DNA. It's definitely moving up in the rankings for me, but you just got to get, it's a unique fragrance for sure. It's extremely unique. Now, let's go ahead and get over to the next topic. And this one, we got to talk. We got to talk Cal. Somebody tried to hit Cal with the okie doke, and we got to go into it, man. They tried to trade my boy a fake, and I want us to tap into it. So let's go. Let me load it up real quick, because for some reason my shit lagging right now. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Let's get it together. Move this. All right, got it right here. Got my guy on the screen. We're about to tap into it. Let's switch over and let's see what really happened. Now, this is my first time responding to this. I don't know what happened at all. Apparently, he was trying to trade a fragrance with somebody or something. They sold him a fake. Let's see what it actually is. What in the world is going on right now? They about to make me restart all this shit. Not right there. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on with this thing right here. Bet. Okay, I got to move it over slightly a little bit more. I got to move it over slightly a little bit more. But y'all get it. We are here. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I don't know what happened. Let's see.
Send me a fake Creed. All right, originally, I was going to send three
what happened?
Three designers. Okay. For this Creed Millicim Imperial. However, thankfully, because I've been bopped in the past, when I trade with you guys from the TikTok lands, I don't send first. You guys have to send it to me. I gotta verify it, and then I ship it out to you. And in this case, this is a funky bottle. I knew immediately in the actual unboxing of it. If you know Creed does not have...
All right, hold on. I want to pause it right there. I want to go back to that bottle real quick. Ooh. Now I will say, like, looking at it, this actually does look like a good bottle. Like, off of the bottle itself, it would be hard to get me with this one. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm looking at it. Everything looks on point. The only thing that might look off is like the X, like how it's crossing at the end. But outside of that, it's not really doing anything to where it's like, at this point, I would have to smell it in order to know that this is something different, not being able to look off of the presentation. Now, the other thing I'm seeing is maybe here on this cap region, the upper part, but outside of that, I'm not seeing how I would have been able to tell just off of looking. The only thing that's coming off is the cap and those two crosses right there. Outside of that, hey, I would have, man, let's see. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Actual unboxing of it. If you know Creed does not have pressurized atomizers. This interesting version has a really nice atomizer. Not gonna lie, Creed, take notes from the people faking you. That's it. Yeah, as soon as I sprayed it, I was like, oh, that's suspicious. That's very suspicious. And then I just did like the quick legit checks. Text on the bottom, off. The atomizer is completely off.
Yeah,
this has
that's
a
what was looking.
atomizer on the insert. Creed atomizers are like a nice smooth rubber ring. Sneaky. I messaged the dude and
That's what was looking weird to me. The cap, like the cap area, something around the cap. For some reason, whenever I'm looking at or trying to see if a fragrance might be fake, and we're gonna talk about how to like safely buy fragrances to where you don't have to worry about this. But especially when it comes to trades. But even even like when it comes to things like this, like presentation is kind of hard to tell. Like you have the cap, yeah, but if the lettering is on point, sometimes some of these companies are getting a lot better with the lettering. You're gonna have to really look at that batch code number at the bottom. That's one of the main key factors that you can tell. Because if you Google that batch number, most of the time it'll show you the date and everything that you need out of that. So that's one thing that can definitely help you out if you want to know right off the bat.
I had no idea. But yeah, you can keep it, and I'm sorry, or ship it back, and I'll pay for it. But you can keep it. Punk ass. So if you got any trade requests, let me know in the comments what they are. And don't try to be slick, all right? Because bro can hear, like, when I play the blindfold games with Leah, I can hear Creed bottles, okay?
All right, hold on. This is the next level because I don't ever hear no Creed bottles. But check this out. One of the things that I will say, especially when it comes to trading fragrances, because I've traded a few fragrances, whether it was on Facebook, whatever. Macari is a good place to buy used fragrances. One of the first things that you do when you're trading a fragrance is try to see if you can get pictures. Always get detailed pictures. Have them take as many as you can, and if you want to, have them throw some timestamps on them pictures also. That way you know that person just took that picture. You know it's not a tampered with photo or anything. That's one safe way that you can verify the photo. And you always want to make sure that you get the font. You want to make sure that you get a clear picture or a clear image of the whatever it is, but you want to be able to see the font clearly on the bottle. You also want to see the batch number at the bottom as well. So those are two main things that'll definitely help you out. Another thing, especially if you're in the Facebook groups, there are a lot of ways that you can do legit checks. And those legit checks really help you in knowing if somebody has done reputable business throughout the community, because these Facebook groups, they don't play around. I'm telling you right now, if you sell fakes in there, they bully the shit out of you. They don't like people that do anything with fakes. And if you do mess up, trust me, the ones that mess up on accident, they're quick to fix it. So in the Facebook groups, and it's common to ask for a legit check, and it's respectful to ask for a legit check. So if you're ever buying a fragrance or trading a fragrance, regardless if it's a 3-for-1, I've done a 2-for-1 trade before on a couple of fragrances with the Facebook group. Legit check them. They legit check me. Make sure that they've done good business. Most of the time I do trades. It's rare that I do something with cash, but even when I've done cash, I really haven't had any bad experiences when it comes to dealing with cash or dealing with trades through Facebook groups. Thank God. The other thing that I would definitely advise looking out for is if you are somebody who ventures onto eBay and Amazon to shop for fragrances, just be careful, fam. Anybody can post anything on those websites, and I don't think it's too much of an authentication process when it comes to checking that. Bro, there's certain words that I just tongue-tie me. I get so messed up on them. But I don't think that they have the most legit checking process, authentication process. So you definitely want to buy from more reputable sources like a discounter, like a Joma shop. Hell, you can shop Aromatics. We'll need them. Like, it's so many other websites that you can go to. If it seems too believable, especially on eBay and Amazon, if it seems too unbelievable, then it probably is. Because trust me, I done got one time where I thought I was about to buy a 1 million Privé from this one website. Yeah, just don't do it, man. It ain't worth the money. It ain't worth the time. It ain't worth the hassle. Just let it go. Don't let it get to you at all, fam. Just let it go. Just let it go. But that's going to be my thoughts on that right there. I rock with Cat. It seems like he was able to get his things back, his fragrances back. So I am happy that he was able to get his fragrances back. That's always a good thing right there. When people know that they messed up and they honor their trades, that's good. So I'm rocking with that. Shout out to Cal for that. Boom, boom, boom. The last thing that we're going to talk about is this right here. Let's play a game, fam. Let's get active. 3 brands, 3 lifers. we have 3 fragrance brands that we're going to be discussing, and I want to know what are your 3 fragrances in your collection that you would keep from that particular brand. Now, to make this even harder, we are only focusing on fall fragrances. Cold weather fragrances. Summer's almost up, so let's go ahead and out with the old and with the new. Yeah, out with the old and with the new. You know how it go. Yeah. So we're gonna discuss 3 fall fragrances from 3 different brands that we would keep for life. The first brand that we're gonna discuss, gonna talk about Lattafa's. Now this one was hard, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Lattafa was the hardest one out of this whole group to do, because Lattafa got a lot of bangers, and I didn't recognize or realize how many, especially when it comes to cold weather. I didn't realize how many cold weather Lattafa fragrances that I actually had. And y'all would be surprised at some of the ones that aren't in this list, because remember, you can only get 3. So this was extremely difficult for me, fam. But let's go ahead and let's get into this first one. And the first one, if you're an OG to the channel, you already know which Lattafa fragrance this is. If it's going to be a cold weather fragrance, it is for sure going to be this one. And I'm talking about Shahari. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's still running strong in the list for me. It is still running strong in the list for me. Very warm, spicy fragrance. A lot of cinnamon, a lot of nutmeg. But this fragrance has like this beautiful smoky side to it. Beautiful smoke. A lot of incense, and then amazing rose accord as it starts to transition. Beautiful, fam. Beautiful. Leathery dry down. This is an absolute amazing fragrance. This is the one that actually kind of introduced me to like a little bit more of an elegance when it comes to the affordable fragrances like the Lattafas. Because if I remember correctly, this was the first one that I got that was outside of like that youthful, playful, Invictus, like outside of that realm. This one right here actually kind of excited me about the warm spices and the smoke smells that come with cold weather fragrances, especially when it starts to hit like low 60s. This one just shines. And this one has an amazing rose accord in it. Again, y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of rose. It is definitely growing on to me, but the rose in this definitely shines in my personal opinion. Absolute beast. Now, the second fragrance, even though this is a new one, it's still a good one in my opinion. And this is one that I can definitely see taking the place of most gourmand fragrances that I would have from this brand. Cayenne Alpha Saint Antain. This shit's so nice, man. This one is so nice. Yes, it's going to be giving you that that Versace, that Najm DNA. Yes, warm spices again. Very much a vanillic fragrance, somewhat boozy also. Very nice warmth to it. Amazing in my eyes. Slight oriental take with it. But the main thing that this one does, and it kind of reminds me of in a way, reminds me a lot of 1 Million Privé. You know, the spices that you get in the opening, that's one of the main things that it definitely reminds me of. Doesn't still have that same like mossy transition, nothing like that, but yeah, this fragrance is absolutely beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. I think this might even have some clove in it also, and yeah, this one shines. This one shines. I can't wait to wear this one. And even though this one, like I said, this was brand new, recent pickup. Yes, it's in that spot because it is a DNA that I'm a fan of. I can't wait to see the maceration process on that one. I can't wait to see how that fragrance transitions. That's one of the things I'm truly excited about with that one. Like, I want to know how that one's going to be after about a year. You know what I'm saying? And then the last fragrance, Lattafa Al Caprice. Shit. Al Nasham Caprice. This one, yeah, man. That blue electric DNA. Very nice, man. This one is high on those aromatics. High on the aromatics. Giving you like a nice little bit of like a blue feel, a blue DNA to the fragrance. But this one is nice. This one would be like my workhorse if I had to choose these three. This one would literally be my workhorse from the Latapa brand when it comes to like going to work, networking, business. The other two I would more so doing like a late night, do some photo, something fun, outgoing type of vibes. If I had to do anything business related and I'm needing something from the house of Latapa that'll be a little bit more professional in a lot of people's eyes, I will rock out with Nasham Caprice. Now let me know y'all 3 Latapa fragrances down in the comment section. That's what I really want to know. I want to know which ones y'all are gonna rock out with, because again, these are some heavy hitters right here. These are some heavy hitters. And when you think about what we left off from just the Latapa brand alone, we left off all the commoners, and that was easily one that could have definitely taken this spot. So we have to be considerate of that also. It's a lot. And when me and Jeremy was talking about this, fam, the real reason why we had to move this down, to a season. Because if we just left it at the individual brand itself, we probably would have never finished it, bruh. We would have never figured out what fragrance we would have had. Let's see what we got right here. Latapa Side, honest opinion, is projection and sillage. Latapa Side is an absolute banger. You can't go wrong with that one. I agree. For me, my 3 from the Latapa brand: Shahari, Cayera Persona Untold, Al Caprice. Yeah. Now, we're going to switch over to the next brand, and the next brand is going to be French Avenue, fam. French Avenue. We got 3 fragrances from the French Avenue brand, 3 4 lifers. Let's tap into this first one. This first one, I'm just in love with this DNA. It's unique. It works. It's fruity, but it works. Azure Oud. And the crazy thing is, I don't think I've seen too many people speak positively about this fragrance. But if you know, you know. This one is going to be on that passion fruit DNA as well. And one of the things that I like about this one compared to Shaba from Anfar is this one seems to have a little bit more of like a juicier passion fruit, juicier opening when it comes to those fruits. The rose on this one is a little bit more clear as well too. It doesn't really have like that harsh screechiness with it. The rose in this one is extremely clean. Now, even though they do still play on the oud facet, I think that might be one of the things that helps stand out for me with how they do the oud compared to Shabbat. They're both great fragrances, but this one right here from French Avenue just shines. The passion fruit, the oud, that fruity woodiness that you get, especially as it starts to dry down. Now, you do have a little bit of like a balsamic-y type of dry down from the benzoin that does play a factor in it, but it's not taken away from the true oud, leather, the fruity nuances that you do get in this one. Caprice for the winter, Caprice for the fall. Yeah. Caprice for the fall weather. Yes. I would do Caprice for the fall for sure. French Avenue, we got Liquid Brune, Royal Blend, Spectre Wraith. Hey, Royal Blend is a beast, fam. Royal Blend is a beast. I tried that one at Classic. I like that one a lot. But yeah, fam, Azure Oud will be the first one from the brand of French Avenue that I would definitely try. Not the most mass appealing fragrance, but it is extremely unique and it plays on a lot of facets that I enjoy. Oud, leather, a little bit of a fruity acid in the opening. Very much so in the vein of a fragrance that I like. So for me, Azure Oud is going to be the first one from the brand of French Avenue that I would keep on my side. The second one, shout out to my guy Need, because what he did with Carnal Desire, this shit beautiful, man. I remember when he first dropped in, he was talking about the jammy raspberry acid of things. I didn't think that was true. I didn't think that would be true. I was thinking that it was much more so going to be like on that cotton candy that he would bring out. But for me, I get a lot of warm spices. The raspberry is there, but it mixes together with a slight bit of fruitiness or freshness that kind of balances it out. Really, to me, I get the not the pineapple, the cinnamon, the warm spice is one of the main factors in this fragrance, especially in the opening. A very nice leather and oud dry down, and to get those fruits mixing together with leather and oud, and it's a very clean oud, and it's not too much on the oriental side of things. It has a very nice, somewhat designer, almost oriental side about it, especially as it is to dry down. Very nice, man. Very nice. Not, again, probably not one of the mass appealing fragrances because of how it's doing that raspberry cotton candy take on things. But for me and what I like going into the fall, this is going to be one that I can't wait to spray on. And it's been sitting here for a while too, so it's had a chance to mature for a second. Yeah, this one I'm going to let shine. And this one I'm more so going to use for like a signature scent. I'm not going to let this one be for a special occasion, anything like that. This is almost going to be almost like a signature scent fragrance. Just anytime I feel like wearing it, day or night, business or fun, I'm going to let this one spray. And then the last fragrance, I'm not going to hold you, fam. The last fragrance, I did have Liquid Broom up here. Liquid Broom was going to be my third fragrance. But because of the first impression that we did today and how this is much more so of my speed, Veneno is the true number 3 fragrance, 3 for lifers. Because I can always get something like a Liquid Broom DNA elsewhere. And I can also get this Veneno DNA from Mashabar. But if I only have to choose one, I'm choosing that apple shisha, that smoky fragrance every time. Every time. And even as it's on my wrist, because I did spray it on my wrist, it is still here, fam. It is still here on my wrist. This fragrance is absolutely beautiful. Still has that nice apple fruity opening. Still very much so giving off that smoke, that shisha, giving off that a lot. A lot of leather that I'm starting to get in this now. And even as it's starting to sit, I'm starting to get a little bit more of that warm spice that's starting to come out. So now it's starting to be the fruity apple, warm spice, shisha smoke, banger. And this is my style of fragrance. The one thing I will say that's different from the French Avenue line that we're currently doing compared to the Lattafa line. My Lattafa line has a lot more mass appealing fragrances in them. Like, I can see a lot more people enjoying those and rocking out with it. The French Avenue line, all of these are very much so unique fragrances. I would advise sampling every single one of them before you trying. But the most unique or the most safe one out of this whole 3 is going to be Veneno. This one is going to be the most safe fragrance out of the whole 3. What's good? Smell good? I see you in the building. Literally just got Ferragamo Aqua Essenzial Blue delivered right now. This smells amazing. Glad you enjoy it, fam. Glad you enjoy it. It's doing something a little bit different outside of like typical blue fragrances. So that's dope to hear that you're enjoying that one. Boom. So for those that just tapped in, French Avenue 3 for life, I'm rocking with Azura Oud, Carnal Desire, and then I'm rocking out with Veneno, Absolute Beautiful. And then last but not least, we're going to do one more, and this one we are going to tap into Maison Alhambra. Cold weather, date night fragrances. I have 3. Let's get into the first one. The first one is going to be playing off that Tom Ford inspiration. A lot of aromatics, extremely unique. Yeah, not the most mass appealing at all. Fabulo Intense, that F&. Fabulous clone. This one I absolutely love. Another one that's extremely unique, playing off those aromatics. A lot of clary sage, fam. A lot of clary sage. There's a lot of clary sage in this shit. Clary sage, some leather as it's starting to transition. I think there's even a little bit of lavender in this one also. Very beautiful fragrance in my opinion. Very unique also. Somewhat has like this little There's a little icky side to it as well, especially after you get a few minutes past the opening sprays. But if that's something that's outputting, it doesn't take long. About 3 to 4 minutes, you're done with that, and then you really start to enjoy a lot more of those earthy aromatics. Again, slightly a little bit fresh spicy mixed with it also. From a small green complexion that you get. Yeah. I'm rocking out with Fabulo Intense is one of my fragrances from the Maison Alhambra. That's the 3 for Lifer. Hold on, let's see what we got right here. The Duke, Royal Blend versus Honor and Glory. I own both, but I think the DNA is just a little different. I'm going to say it. I'm going to put my guy Jeremy over at House of Closet. I'm going to see what he say about that one. What up, fam? What up, Grinding? I see you, Grind Death Punk. I see you in here. Divine Elysium was real good from FA. Bro, that one, man, I smoked that one yesterday at the fragrance shop. Y'all are going to see the video today. I got it coming up. It's already uploaded. Wait till you see that video. Lattafa Fragrance is in there. $19.99. Let them know plug 5 for a discount in store. Hey, that Fabulo is a banger, Bo. I'm trying to tell you. But look. Fabulo it is a banger, but it is extremely unique. Very much so a unique fragrance. Not for everybody, but if you can rock with this DNA, this one will be very nice. This one could be signature scent also. You can get away with this one in a lot of situations, whether you're out and about, you want to dress it up, you want to dress it down, you want to keep it casual, you want to do something business. That one right there can really shine if you can get with the DNA that Fabulo Intense has. Again, that Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford. The second fragrance that I would put in there is Afro Leather by Maison Alhambra. This one right here has a lot of spices to it. Spicy, leather, earthy, somewhat of a bright aromatic in the opening of this one, but a lot of leather and a lot of spices. Very much so an earthy filled fragrance. Again, one that's not going to be on the mass appealing side, but one that is going to have a very nice elegance with it as you're out and about through your day. It's not too many people that are going to smell like you when you have this one on just because of the DNA that is given off. It's extremely unique. It's not in that mass appealing vein of like a Camera or something. The leather in this one is extremely dark. It can be somewhat Al Malik to some people. The spices that you get is going to be earthy. It doesn't really have too much of a vanillic side. It's not for everybody, but if you can rock with a true masculine fragrance, like this one is extremely masculine in my eyes. Like it just gives off that DNA. This one works. Fresh, spicy, aromatic with some leathers. Yeah, this is nice. I'm rocking with this. I'm rocking with Afro Leather. And then last fragrance. Oh, man, I said I wasn't going to talk about this one much more, but I got to mention it. For the fall. I have to mention the Myth by Maison Alhambra. Beautiful floral fragrance. Powdery. A lot of rose. A lot of floral undertones to it. Woody in the dry down. Extremely beautiful, fam. This is one of them ones, man. This is one of them ones, and this one is a true elegant fragrance. Like I would never throw this fragrance on with some sweatpants, something casual, especially during the fall winter. If I don't have on like some type of dress trousers, dress pants, you know what I'm saying? A nice button up, some type of long sleeve, maybe even a cardigan or something like that. If I'm not dressed up, then this fragrance can't touch my body because this fragrance just requires that type of attention. It's giving off that Gucci private blend fragrance. It's giving off that. If you know what that does, then that whole DNA is very expensive and very high class in what they're doing. This one right here does that. And even though this one is in a private blend class with that Gucci fragrance, it's, to me, this one is kind of a little bit more on the mass appealing scale, like on a general liking compared to other fragrances that I've showcased you in this list, especially the Fabulo Intense and the Maison Alhambra Afro Leather. This one right here should be liked by a lot of people just because of, again, it playing off that powdery asset, the mimosa that you get in this, the rose, beautiful florals, beautiful woods. This fragrance is very simple. Powdery, floral, woods. This is simple, but it's elegant at the same time. $20 too. I think I got this for $20 off Gift Express. Most You can get a lot of Mason Alhambras off Gift Express, but a low skis. I'm talking about $20 or less for sure. Smell goods. I see you, fam. Afro leather. Afro leather is that one. I gotta go with Grease Dior dupe. The OG had a strong alcohol in the opening, but the Alhambra toned it down a lot. That's what's up. Love to see it. Could just be me, but Alhambra did it smoother. Couldn't do the OG, man. It's like that sometimes. For me, sometimes the dupes always do a little bit better than the OGs, because I always feel like they take out the things that us as consumers complain about. They take those negative facets out and they add in things that we want. So I can see that. I just doubled up on Latapa Rock by Wood Intense, one of my favorites. Man, I remember that. I think I still got mine down, and that one is extremely sweet. Extremely. If it's the one I'm thinking about, that one is one of the more sweeter fragrances in my collection. But the way it works together with the woods, if that's the one I'm thinking about, I mainly remember like vanilla, honey, and woods in that fragrance. Yeah, it was nice. All right, man. Let me know what y'all think. I see that y'all got some of y'all in here. What are y'all rocking with? I want to know what your 3 for life would be. Definitely let me know down in the comments which ones you will rock out with from each brand, whether it's Latava, whether it's French Avenue, whether it's Mason Alhambra. Let me know. I'm excited to know what y'all and hear y'all thoughts on it. Man, but with all that being said, hey, fam, we about to get up out of here, man. I got to get ready to go to the gym. I got to get a workout in. I got 3 videos already uploaded for y'all, so y'all definitely got a lot of content that you can be expecting. Rack Store. Look, if you're in the DFW area, and you're near Plano, Frisco area, go up there. I went to their rack store yesterday, bro. I went to 6 rack stores yesterday. I went to, well, no, not 6. I went to enough rack stores to get 6 rack store videos for y'all yesterday. So that was like at least 10 rack stores that I went to, because some of them I had to double up. But some of the highlights from those rack stores, if you're in the Plano, Frisco area up north, bro, they have a real good one at a shopping center. I don't remember the exact address. I just know it's at a shopping center. But at this one shopping center, there was a Burlington, there was a Ross, there was a Marshalls, there was a Nordstrom Rack, and there was a Macy's Backstage. Packed, fam. Packed, bro. Packed. I couldn't even do that in one video. Like, that's all. Each store was getting its own video because of the type of fragrances that it had in it. Especially the Marshalls really surprised me. The Macy's Backstage was filled with gift sets. And for the ladies, bro, it had so many fragrances in there for the ladies. I literally made its own video. Like, the ladies section has its own video because they had that many fragrances that I had to go over. I almost lost my damn mind in there. And then Nordstrom Rack was nice. Nordstrom Rack had some dope fragrances. They had some Narcisos Rodriguez in there. They had some the Guest line gift sets in there. They had some Victor and Raw Flower Bomb in there. Bro, they had some shit. They had some shit at that store. The Burlingtons are nice too, but the Burlingtons I think are much better down here in my area compared to up north, because they didn't have nothing in there. I think the only thing I saw in that Burlington's up in Frisco, Plano, was Hawaii's Ice. I think that was the only thing I saw. Outside of that, yeah, it was cool though. But I got a lot of content for y'all coming along the way, so make sure you hit the subscribe button with the bell notification. That way you can be updated. But with all that being said, man, we about to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great day, man. Hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Hope y'all enjoyed the live stream. Hit that like button on the way out. And we're going to get up out of here, man. Y'all stay up.